Welcome to Veteran Mode AI Enabled. I am the Tech Elder. I plan to do a video series on setting up and using a home lab without writing any code or really needing to know what the heck you're doing. Technique I'm going to show you is pretty great because you don't need 30 years experience to actually do things with AI or even set up a home lab. If you embrace the lazy, the only limit's going to be your imagination. So for this first video, I'm going to spin up a new server and configure it. I'm going to use a tool called hypervisor called Proxmox to spin up a GitLab server. Today, I am not going to cover how to set up Proxmox, but there are tons of videos online to cover it. But I do plan on setting up Proxmox in a future video. Let me know if you want to see something like that. I'm also not going to cover networking except to say that when you're getting started, you really don't need anything more than a dusty old router you might have been using for the last 10 to 15 years. I'll also cover networking in a future video when we plan it out and upgrade it with some AI. So my goal is to stand up a GitLab on a server and get it running from start to finish without writing a single line of code. I'll do things like enter passwords or maybe click on things, but I'm going to make AI do all the work. So today I'm going to be accomplishing this with Windsurf, which is an AI enhanced IDE. Basically, it's a nerdy text editor that is enabled by AI. There are more efficient ways to do this, and I'll provide a strategy for handling how to move your work over to AI. But for this video, we're really going to try it out as if I didn't have experience with administration of computers. So I don't think the poor AI is ready for how lazy I plan to be, but let's give it a shot. So let's get started here by building up this new VM. We're going to use an Ubuntu image in order to get our GitLab server stood up. So let's create a new VM here. And yeah, this is my crappy old server here. It used to be a Windows 10 gaming workstation, believe it or not, but somehow it's not supported by Windows 11, so to home lab it goes. So let's see here. We're gonna call this server GitLab 01. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a second one day. I'll need to differentiate it. So here's GitLab 01. What OS here? Well, let's go check out the images we have out here. So all these ISO images. I'm gonna select this Ubuntu 24.04.1 ISO. And what else we gotta do here? I usually do the Q35 BIOS, and there's reasons for these things, and we can go over them in the future videos. But we're also going to make sure we got a QEMU agent on there, and we're going to leave the BIOS basically the same, although we could do UEFI if we wanted. Storage, GitLab, I don't know. We're going to take a guess here. We're going to go with 60 gigs, and we will adjust that if we need to. So let's move to the next one, CPU. Let's see, let's give it a 4-core CPU this time. We can adjust that later if we need to. Memory, well, we're going to start off with about 16 gigs of memory this time. We may adjust that in the future. We can find out. And what else we got to do? Network. And yes, I'm going to cover networking in a future video, but for today, we're going to just go ahead and go with the defaults here. Confirm. Yep, that all looks good. And we're going to start it after it's created and let her rip. So we should have, check down here, a task. We do. Oh, it says it started already. Great. Let's go take a look and see what's going on with this server here. Yeah. We'll install it. So this is one of the challenges with this. We can do something about this and automate it and do all this with AI. But I think for the first server, especially in this series here, we want to make the first server something like a Git server. And then a Git server is going to allow us to do some other things in the future, and we'll cover that. But for AI stuff, having a Git server is going to be a really big deal. It doesn't have to be GitLab's. It could be literally anyone's, as long as you can push and pull code from it. So let's go with English here. Yeah, let's update to new installer. Shouldn't take too long here. So we got a little bit of time here. So let's talk about a couple things with AI. One of them is that they don't necessarily do well with non-text stuff. They can see images. Some of them can, but we're going to do our best to get everything into text because I think that's going to be the way we're going to be able to best communicate what we want with it. I'm going to go take some notes here. So let me go bring up my notepad real quick. This is the server we say we're going to write down, and we're going to want to capture this IP address here. So we got 10.0.3.199. We're going to need that for later. All right, and let's get to it. Boom. Proxy address, no, don't need that. We're going to need the mirror address. Here, this is where it's going to get its updates. So let's let it find the various things. And again, we're going to automate this in the future video. But for now, we're gonna do this as if we just got started here. And as you can see, this is the first VM here in the entire host here. So GitLab 01 is going to be the first of this series. Okay, we got 60 gig QEMU disk hard drive. Yep, use that entire disk. We're going to make this super duper easy. Boom. What else we got here? Oh, looks like it's going to do about a 50% kind of thing. So let us extend out the disk more. That's okay. We'll let it do the defaults. You're going to wipe the data? Yeah, whatever. There was no data on it in the first place. It's a virtual machine. Yes, let's go. So you're going to be GitLab 01. Server's name is going to be GitLab 01. Oh, hey, I guess my name would be the Tech Elder. Username, the Tech Elder. Password. So make one for this. And we're going to skip all this stuff here. This is a key part here. Let's make sure we get that OpenSSH server on it. Otherwise, it's going to be a big pain in the butt later on. Boom. Anything else here that we care about? No, not really. Let's leave it pretty basic. We can add some of these things later. Docker might be one we'll do in the future. Being a former sysadmin, I did a lot of Windows PowerShell. We're going to leave this be for now. And go. And while this is doing its install, I'm going to just jump right ahead because this can take a little bit. Okay, looks like it's all done with its install here. So it wants to reboot. So before we do that, let's go over here and get this this disk out of here. We've got the DVD here. Let's edit you, and we're going to just eject that because we're not going to need that anymore. And let's reboot. Oh no. Oh no. I thought we got rid of that. Did not like it? No, looks like it's gone. Maybe it hasn't finished removing that yet. Now let's hit enter. Okay, that's all I wanted. Cool. Hit enter. And we are back in business. Let this thing boot up. Yep. And here we are. We got a fresh brand new server called GitLab 01. So let's make sure that we can get into it here. So to start off with, we're going to bring up Windsurf. And Windsurf is an IDE that will allow us to start using AI to do things. I've only started using this here maybe for the last, I want to say about a month. Windsurf's just popped up and blown up like crazy since then. And I got on board pretty quick. But I want to show you how cool this is. So then we're going to start off by connecting to this new machine we just built. So we're going to open, we're going to go to command palette here. And we are going to connect to an SSH host. And we just set up one. So we're going to do the tech elder at, and what IP address did we pick here? We did 10.03.111. Cool. Oh no, I lost my thing here. Let's try that again. Nope. Here we are. And we're going to do tech elder at this IP address. And go. All right, we're connecting. What do we got here? So it uses this window here to start an SSH session, and that's okay. What we're going to do over here it says it can't be established. Hit enter. This is kind of a weird one here. We're just going to type the word yes, Y-E-S, and hit enter. And that'll make it happy. And then it wants the password, so we'll enter the password I put on that server. And that would be, oh man, I might need some more caffeine, I think. Here, let's type that in right. I should do it. Yeah, you're allowed on the network, Windsurf. Congratulations. So down here, we're going to see that we're now connected to the new machine we just built. And let's find out. So, as I said, I'm not going to write any code, so we're going to leave this to the Cascade. So, Cascade, let's have a conversation. So, we are going to let you do some real damage. We're going to let you do whatever you want, turbo style. And we're going to open a folder, and we're going to use it right here in my home directory, the Tech Elder. Boom. Oh man, it's asking me for the password again. Fine. This isn't writing code, by the way. This is just me getting annoyed by it. So, here we are. Yeah, we're going to trust them. This time, I'm going to trust the people who write the code in this directory. Me. Or in this case, it's going to be Cascade. Cascade's really kind of the way Windsurf uses AI. So, we're going to start kicking it off right now. All right, let's get started now. So, we are going to get a Git server stood up. I don't know a lot about Git. Well, I do, but we're going to pretend we don't. Hey, AI, I want you to set up my Git server for me. Can you do that? Thanks. Oh, that was neat. Apparently I have Git installed on here right now. But that's not exactly what I was trying to do yet. I just said, listen, that isn't what I will say. My friends told me about GitLab and I want it. So I put you on this server so that you can do it for me. Got it? Thanks. Huh. See, this is one of the challenges, and I'm going to go ahead and get past this here real soon. It wants a password. So let's go find out exactly what it's trying to do here. So we're going to go look at the terminal and see what it's been doing. It should have a little terminal right down here. And it's a little locked up because it wants a sudo password. So we're going to give it the password this time. Boom. So we gave it the password, and we're gonna have to do something about that because I hate that it's gonna ask me to do work, and that sucks. So let's let this finish here, and then we're gonna tell it I don't want to do the password thing anymore. We're gonna let it be in charge. It really is just gonna try to do all this, isn't it? That's a really ambitious AI, isn't it? Notice though that I didn't run any commands really. All I did was give it a password. It's doing almost all this on its own. So I'm gonna have to scold it a little bit because I don't know what it's doing. It just jumped right in like it knew what it was doing, and we're gonna have to make sure it aligns with what we want. So we're gonna tell it a little bit more about what we want. So as it's finishing up over here, hopefully this works. I mean, that'd be kind of fun, but we'll see. So this is still running here. Let's take a look. So everything it's doing is going to end up in a terminal down here. In this case here is a terminal owned by Cascade. If I want to run stuff differently, I can create my own and then flip back to see what it's been working on. So Cascade owns all these right here. And this is going to be the one that I own. And when I'm done with that, I can just go kill that. But for the time being, I think we're still good with letting it control its own thing. Oh man. Come on. Let's see. Oh, look at all that stuff it's already done. That's a lot of stuff going on. Are we done? No? Okay. I really wish it had talked to me about what it's going to do, but I think it's going to be okay. If it comes across a problem, we'll just yell at it for a bit. So how are we looking here? It's checking everything's up to date. Giddily, I don't know what any of these things are. Don't really care. I've heard of PostgreSQL. It's a database. It probably needs that. We'll see. I am long past caring about each individual line here, so we're gonna ask it to figure that out and care for us, I think. You know, I'm gonna sip of some Diet Pepsi. Stuff's scrumptious. Gives me the caffeine I need to not care. Really, what did we do so far? All we did is say, set up a Git server, set up GitLab, and enter a password for it. I gotta say, that's pretty darned easy for setting up a lab computer, huh? So, I mean, if this works, I think we're in pretty good shape. But I think we're gonna have to do a little bit more than just this one part. I want this functional. In fact, I want to use Git before we're done here. So we are going to get there. Yep, it's still waiting over here. It's got a line of things it's been working on, so it's watching to see when this finishes. And when it does, it should move on to the next step of the plan. So fun story, this server is now running on Proxmox, which I installed on an old Windows 10 computer. For some reason, if I didn't have a TPM2 chip, I couldn't run Windows 11. So, figured I should probably figure out how to set it up so I can use this computer. So, what we're doing here is we're going to repurpose that old perfectly good gaming machine. But since Windows 11 won't run on it, we're going to use this Proxmox server and host our lab on that, I think. So, while that's going here, let's go bring that up real quick and let's talk about it. So we set it up over here. This Proxmox old server here is really nothing special. It's got 8 CPUs, cores in it, and 32 gigabytes of RAM. So not too much space on here, not too much effort, but a lot of stuff for home labs don't take a lot, right? So I think that we can still get a lot on here. And one of the beautiful things about virtualization is that if you throw a whole bunch of computers or servers on a hypervisor, you'll find that most of your applications don't need to run heavy compute all at the same time. So instead, you can reuse those cores and have like 15 different machines all using those 8 cores. And since they don't always do work at the exact same time, it's really not going to be much of a performance hit. You can run 8, 9, 10, however many applications you want on that one computer because they aren't going to be using those resources all at the same time. So, looks like we got it there. It says, great news, GitLab is now installed and configured on your server. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how it did. Let's see. It says, I need to change this root password. So, great. Can you show me that root password? Oh, there it is. Good. And for what it's worth, in this video, I'm going to go in and change this later on. So if you get this and think you're getting into my Git server, well, maybe you will. Who knows? It's not that exciting right now. So there we are. So we got the password all set up. One more thing we're going to do here. This is really kind of important. But I don't know if you've heard, but AI can sometimes be pretty forgetful. So we're going to do it a little bit of a favor. We're going to have it keep track of its own work. So let's do it like this. So hey, listen, you suck at remembering things or focusing on things. So I want you to do me a solid and document everything. Just create a new folder and drop documents in it. Since I really don't know much about Git, create a document on why I want it and how I might use it for a home lab. Also, create another document to keep track of all the things I tell you I want and plan out how to make those things happen. Thanks. Good, it's creating documentation. I probably will never read it, but just in case I need to remind it what it was doing, I can make it read it for me, I think. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, it created a couple documents in Home Lab Docs. How delightful. Why do I want it? I know that it can read my mind. So let's just go ahead and check this out. We got source code measure, project measure. Man, it is serious here. All right, well, that's good. Now, here's the thing. It's going to ask me to accept changes, and I can choose to accept them or not accept it. If I say reject, they're all just going to disappear, and we get to do this again. But I think there's going to get some feedback back to Windsurf if I say yes or no to these things. So, all right, so it created a basic document here. Not bad, not too shabby. How about over here? To-dos and plans. Oh, it even checked them? How great. Okay. So it already installed GitLab on it, documented the setup, and create documentation setting. Okay, great. I got the root password. God, I don't want to write that down. It looked crappy. Tell you what, put the root password in its own document. I'll check it later. I think we're going to need it. So let's just do that. Did it do it for me? Ah, how wonderful is that? I don't think it's expired. I think that made that up. But whatever. Okay. If it fails, it fails. I don't think we're going to leave it too long. Great. Okay. I'm going to accept all those changes. All those are good to go. Next. All right. You jumped the gun a little bit. Here is what we are going to do next. First off, I hated everything about entering my password on this machine. Make it so I don't have to when you are the one doing work. Got it. Yeah, how do you feel about that? Yeah, I don't want to do the work. So figure it out. Come on, just figure it out. Yes. Are you going to do that? Good. What are you doing? Just put a couple files in there. Oh. Okay. Now you can work without needing my password. Well, that's terrifying. But it is exactly what I asked for. So I'm going to go take a look here. It said update the to-do and plans. Oh, that's sick. Okay. Thank you. Great. Thanks. So, next up, I want you to document my entire system. Look at all the specs of the hardware and put them into a document. Make sure you get everything. I probably won't even read it. Good. Good. Yes. You should do all these things. Oh, fascinating, fascinating. These are all the things that it's going to have to do a lot of work to find out, and it's going to be the only one to ever read them. Wonder what it thinks about it. Did it create a document for that? What did it do? Oh, system hardware specs. Oh, it even updated the documentation saying it did the thing. Let's see, what did it create it? Yep, 16 gigs of RAM. Yep. This is looking pretty darn good. I think it knows what it's sitting on. Perfect. Okay, great. So we got system specs, we got a home lab guide, get that root password in here. Perfect. All right. What else can we do here? So is the server even running? How the F do I log in? Yeah, you should do that. Go look at that service. Oh, it is working. Okay, I forgot. It got really ambitious there, didn't it? So let's go bring up a web browser here. And it's saying, make sure it's not a liar here. We've got localhost port 80. Wow, well, I don't know if that's going to be right. I'm going to try to connect to it from my workstation here. So we're going to do 10 dot, what is that? IP address, it's at, oh, I got it right down here. 10.0.3.199. And I think it says on port 80. http:// Is that right? Hey! Okay, cool. And it gave me a root password. So let's do root password. Give me that. Yep, just right there. I'm going to just take that. Excuse me, pardon me. Boom. Sign in. No, we're not going to save the password this time. But hey, we stood up GitLab. How neat is that? So, I think that's all we needed, huh? But we were going to see if we couldn't actually use it. So, let's see about that password, because it says I'm going to change it. So why don't we go take a look at that first and see. Set status preferences, I don't know. How do I change my password? So I went there. Okay, great. After logging in, oh, it says we're working on that right now. Okay, that's fine. After setting up your password, let me know your new credentials so I can update the documentation. Oh, okay. Well, that's really helpful. Let's see. So the preferences account tab. Okay. Let's go back over here to preferences. Where's the account tab? Account. Oh, that's user settings. Preferences account. Here we are. Okay. So far, so good. Support, change username. Where's the change password? I don't see change password in here. Let's move you over here. I don't see the change password option for root. Check online and make sure you give me the latest instructions. Don't lie to me again. Yeah. Read all those documents. Go online and do that because I'm too busy to be looking at Google. Yep. Yes. That what? That's the correct way to do it? Okay. That's neat. Let's find out more. What did you update? Why did you update this? No, you didn't update. You're just running it. Did you really get into a console? What console did you get? Okay, good. I'm actually kind of glad it did this because sometimes this happens. It will launch a console and actually get stuck in there. And that's because it's waiting for this process here, this GitLab Rails process to end. And when it does that and it's waiting, it won't actually move on until this closes. But I told it I wasn't going to write any code, so I'm just going to cancel that. And it's going to get mad at me for that. But, oh, I can't change the root password to the web interface? Oh, that's good to know. You need to use GitLab's Rails console. Okay, and I'm going to do that. Oh. Okay. Do I actually care about changing the password, or can I just create a new account with the same rights and stuff? Yes, you should look and figure all that out. Glad I don't have to read all that. That looked like it was a pain. Roles and permissions. I mean, what kind of dry documentation would that be? I've got a feeling it's going to have me do stuff in the console in the GUI, which I think is okay. I'm already logged in, so let's just get past that. Yeah? New admin user. Okay, let's do this. Maybe this is what I need. Alright. So I'm going to the admin area in the bottom left. There it is. Good job. Okay. Next up, we need to go to users, new users. Users, yep, new user. Ah, yes. The tech elder. The tech elder at gmail.com. All right. And oh, there it is. Is that what it's telling me to do? Click the admin checkbox. Admin. All right. And fill in the details. Password reset link. Okay. Do it. Great. All right. So I imagine I can go over here and log in. Oh, it verified the email address and everything. Okay, great. I don't know how that works because I didn't check it, but whatever. All right, let's log out. Log out. Where's log out? Oh, feeling lazy here. Where is log out? Profile icon, top right screen. Okay, that's not you, is it? Is it you? Yeah, sign out. Okay. The tech elder. I don't know my password. Okay, forgot it. It is the tech elder at gmail.com. Reset. Boom. Okay, let's find out if that worked. Take this off screen real quick and see if they got that email. I don't think that worked. Am I sure I didn't pick that? Tech elder at gmail.com. No, just the tech elder. This isn't working like I thought. Listen, this is working like I thought. I didn't set any password. WTF. Yes, you look at all that. I'll go look at this screen here and see if I can figure it out. Well, we know we can get in his root. So we got that root password. Let's go back over here and find it. Maybe we can find it before it figures out why it's not right. Here, have that password again. That was great. Nope, not saving it. Told you. Okay, so I did create a user, right? Admin. And I create a new user. Users. The tech elder. It's supposed to set its password here. Two-factor. Groups, projects. Edit, edit. Ah, there we go. Nope. Choose my own. Thank you. I think we're going to get this. Boom. Great. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to log out. Cool. All right, nope, nope, not going to remember that. Current password is. So I'm going to use the same password since I just set it. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Let's get logged in. Are we in? We did it! All right. Yeah, I don't know what it's stuck on. Okay, it's stuck in the middle of that console again. So we're gonna just stop. We're stopping. That process should be dead here. Nope, nope, nope. Don't do anything there. Stop. Okay. You are stuck in a console and not getting free. I'm going to stop you, but I don't appreciate you getting stuck. If what you are doing is going to open a console or a program and you want me to do something, find another way to do it. I don't want to be bothered. Thanks. Anyway, I got that count sorted out. So I have a user, the tech elder created. Great. Yeah. Oh, it's updating the to-do plans? Good, good. How's it doing over here? So, set up SSL. That's where we do certificates. I don't have an SSL server yet, so we may have to have a conversation about, oh, you're still stuck in this? Yeah, close, cancel, exit. I don't want to do any of that. Just go. Try that again. You didn't even have a console. No, it's updating the to-do again. All right. Remove root password file. I don't know. Maybe. That'd probably be a good bet, huh? Okay. Sure. Oh, what do we got? Console into a setup SSL. No SSL. I don't have a cert server. Instead, I want you to get this folder ready to be checked into Git. What do I have to do? Oh, I asked that wrong, didn't I? What do I have to do? No, what does it have to do? It's great. Git ignore. Oh, it's doing all sorts of stuff here. But this is my home directory, isn't it? Huh. Oh. Oh, look at that. It's doing all the account setup, the git config stuff. Where's it putting all this? Did what? What happened? Oh, I created a commit. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'll take a look at that later. Okay. Neat. What if I want this in GitLab? Should do that, right? That's the appropriate thing to do. I've heard that all the cool kids push their stuff to Git. Yes. It wants a passphrase? Nope. We're going to hit enter. I don't want to do that right now. Yep, there you go. Oh, you did a thing. Good for you. Now, there's a number of things I'm doing here you wouldn't want to do in a production environment. You're not going to want to do this at work. You're going to want to get your credentials planned out in very deliberate ways and make sure you have security on everything there. And we're going to talk about some of that in future videos. But for the time being, we're going to just go with some of the defaults, and then we're going to work on securing those in a future video. I think if we got one, we're going to look at possibly using Bitwarden or another credential application, and then we're going to start leveraging that to use those credentials on our servers. But for the time being, we're just going to get this thing stood up. And if you're in a private lab in your own LAN and no one else is going to mess with it, this is perfectly acceptable. All right. Yeah, push it. Yeah, do that. Push it. Do the things. Yes. Oh, what's my GitLab domain? Username, which you see the tech elder. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Your GitLab domain name. Yeah, okay. You are getting fancy here. You can figure most of that stuff out. I want to connect to it from my Windows computer. Can't you, look stuff up for me and tell me what to do? Yes. Now this is where it gets confusing. Yeah, you want to go check the GitLab configuration to find the domain name. That's neat. Oh, you know your IP address? Wow. Okay, good. Uh-oh, it's updating the plans. What did it figure out? Okay, it's currently using a placeholder. That's fine. Creating a new admin account. Yeah, we did that. Great. Remove the root files. Set up SSL. Yeah, it had some more steps, didn't it? Okay. Okay. Where are we? Once we have the domain configured, we can. Let's just use the IP for now. That cool? We're gonna talk about things like DNS and such like that in the future, but we're gonna do everything with just IP addresses for now. I think we are totally gonna have to fix that though in the near future, and we're gonna need Git to do that. So we'll get there. Oh, what is it doing? It wants to use GitLab configuration using IP address. Oh, okay. That's neat. I don't know why I need to do all that. I was using an IP address before, but okay. Maybe it just wanted to do that for the host names. Let's find out. What is it doing? I suppose while it's doing that, I can go approve its files, huh? What did it do? So it updated the to-dos. It's still updating the to-dos. What else did you change? Oh, it's gone. I don't know what it changed. Accept the changes here. There you go. All that was fine. All these are fine. Oh, you want me to approve those two? There you go. What else we got? Escape config. What else is new? We're going to accept all the changes. Okay, great. So what do we got here? Open the web browser. We want to go there. Is that the right address? Open. It is the right address. That'll work. Okay. What else do we need to know? Okay, so we're there. Log in with the credentials. Okay, I did that, didn't I? I'm logged in? Yeah, I'm logged in. Cool. Okay, great. Click on the plus button in the top left. Okay. New project repository. Yep. Okay. Create new blank project. Okay. And all this stuff's over here. Name it Home Lab Docs. Home Lab Docs. Okay. Make it private and click. Yeah, it's private. Oh, it wants me to have this. Okay, we're gonna have to have this. No. Yeah. It says I want to pick it. Just pick that. Sure. Whatever. Create the project. All right. I got a Git repo. Look at that. Okay. So what are we gonna do next? Get the remote URL. It will look like git add that the elder home git. Okay. So it'll show me the remote URL. Where is the remote URL? I don't see it. Is it here? Oh, looks like git add. Yeah, here we go. Boom. Let's take that. Okay, copied it. I copied it. Have this. X. Boom. Let's see what it does with that. Glad I didn't have to write those commands. That's a lot of work. All that formatting and stuff. Or am I sure I want to continue connecting? Yes. Oh, what's my password? Did we do it? Oh. I don't know what the password is. No. Weird. Okay, let's figure it out. Oh, you need me to add the SSH key to GitLab. We should do that. Okay, let's do that. Insert that there and do that. Oh, there's the key. Great. Go to my profile, select preferences, and then go to SSH keys. Ah, did it tell me to do this before and I didn't do it? Must have told me to do that and I didn't do it. Ah, good. Well, if it gets errors, I'll tell it what the errors are. Okay, so let's go back over here. It said it wanted me to go to my profile. Then what? Select preferences, go to SSH keys, add a new key. Great. And where is that key? What's this thing right here? Copy it. Have a key. Boom. And title, sure. That all looks good. 1 year, okay, great. Add key. I did it. I followed your instructions. I hated it. No. Do it for me next time. Oh, okay, you should do that. Oh, it asks for a password again. No. I don't want to enter my password. Yeah. Wonder what it thinks it's doing. Yeah. Okay. Windows access setup. Wonder what it's setting up for that. More stuff I don't plan on reading. Okay, whatever, accept. Actually, you are on the Git server. I want you to connect to the Git server from this server and push the code up. You created that key for me, and I loaded it. I did my part. You do yours. Yeah, you do. Oh, that didn't work. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Hmm. Am I sure I want to continue connecting? Yes. Yes, I do. No. No, I don't know what that password is. We talked about that. I don't know what that is. You see the issue, huh? I mean, permission denied. Have you ever tried that sudo thing? We talked about that earlier. There you go. Ah. Yep, figured out. I don't know what's going on, but it's not my problem. Are you done yet? And exit code 128. I wonder what it's thinking about. It's not my problem, but so I don't know what the password is for get at localhost. I just set up a tech elder account. Can I just use that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Yes. I'll try pushing your code to your GitLab account. Okay. You did it. Oh, no, you didn't do it. Remote origin R exists. That's good to know. Okay. Look at all this troubleshooting I don't have to do. I'm so glad. Oh, it wants password, username. The tech elder. Boom. Okay. There you go. Have some username and password. All right. Did you do it? What did you do? Okay, let's see. So it is right here at this link. Open it up. Where's my files? Last update 7 minutes ago. That's not right. I don't see my files. You are holding out on me. Get them in Git. Thanks. Yeah, I'll give it some mixed case. Maybe that'll tell it that I'm frustrated with it. Yes. You should do that. Did you do it? No changes to commit. Oh, you need to commit them. Are you really going to make me enter the username and password? I'm going to have a conversation with it about that. I don't want to enter my username and password for Git anymore. It sucks and is work. Make it so I don't have to do that. It replied. I'll read it while it's thinking. Oh, it says it's done. Is it really though? Refresh. That doesn't look right. Oh, it said I pushed to master. Oh, I'm on the main branch. I have 2 branches? Okay. The files here? Oh, there they are. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation with it about that. All right, we're back over here. What do we got? Test the SSH connection. Oh, it wants a password. Get at... I don't know what that password is. I don't know. No. Cancel. Yeah. No. 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 Stop. Just stop. You are doing fancy things with SSH keys, and I'm not trying to deal with that tonight. Just use the username and password. Also, why did you use the master branch instead of the main branch? That is silly, and I want you to fix that. Thanks. There we go. Huh, what is this? Did we do it? Oh, this is driving me up the wall. Are we done yet? Are we done? Holy crap, I had to enter my password like 5 times. Oh my god, 5 times. I'm really disappointed. Figure it out. Well, I finished what's working on, but then I'm giving it a piece of my mind. What am I thinking about? Well, it shouldn't be that hard. I think it got locked up. What did it get locked up on? Alright, we're going to cancel that. Yep, figure that out. Is it asking me to type that code? I know it didn't. Also, did you really ask me to enter those commands? That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Fix that attitude. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. What is this? Yeah, no. Escape. You are on the main branch. Yes. I hope it realizes I'm going to leave it a bad review if it doesn't figure out this password entering stuff. Unauthorized. There we go. There we go. Yes, caching credentials. That sounds great. Let me do that for you. Did you do it? did that, can you like modify a file so we can test that? So if it's catching my credentials, it needs to get my credentials one time. So I imagine it's going to ask me for at least one more password. Then it's supposed to remember it. So let's see. All right, what do we got here? We skipped stuff. Okay. Yeah, what is that? What is all that? Git looks complicated. I'm going to let it figure that out. Yep. You're not in a Git directory. I don't know why you did those things if you didn't know. Oh, it did stuff. What did it do? Better tell me. Change it without needing to enter the password again. Good. Yes. I didn't have to enter my password anymore. Alright. So let's see. Did I put all my code up there? Files. Reload. There is no master branch. Good. What about over? Oh, there is a main branch. Main branch. Reload. Is there still a master branch? It's not. It's there. It's protected. Good. So you got a readme? Huh. Okay. So that worked. Here is what I want you to do. This is going to be fancy. I want you to clone this repo down. Then move all the files. No, just clone this repo down. Then I want you to look at the readme in there and fix it. Thanks. The reason we're going to do this is because in the future we're going to not use the home directory for everything. So we should have a new directory in here called HomeLab Docs, and we do. Yes, read that README file. It sucked. So that would be this one here, I think. Look at all this. Yeah, we're going to need to fix this. How long is it? Yep, this whole thing. This whole thing. Figure it out. Could have stopped, I suppose, but there's no reason not to give it a little bit more. This is going to be an important server, I think, for us. So let's get it right. Good. You made an update to it, huh? Sure, I'll accept your changes. Did it push those up there or something? Okay. So now that we've got this repo over here in this home lab docs thing, we're going to do something a little different here. We're going to change our folder. We're going to go into that new folder, this GitLab docs. Okay. What's the username and password here? Nope. All right. And now we should only have the files we care about in that Git repo. So we can go bring up our old conversation here. Let's just use it right here in this workspace. Great. Now you are in that new folder. Let's see, how did it do in that README? That looks really cheesy. I guess that README is fine, but I am the only one fix it. Come on. Get this server configured a little bit better. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if this is something that's appealing to you, and being able to just tell AI how to set up a server, set up a repository. I was thinking real hard about this. Suggesting it's done generating it, but I don't see it yet. Open the diff. If that's all it did, is just removed that? That's all it did. Accept. Great. Okay. I don't know why it's hung up on, but whatever. Cool. Can you put all the documents in their own folder? Yeah, I should be able to do that. Come on. Yeah? Maybe? Oh no, I think I lost some credits. This is my trial account here. Huh. Okay. Well, why don't we switch to... Well, it says it's free limited time. Why aren't we using that? We should be using this. Stop. Try again. You keep getting confused. Well, I hope it does what it needs to do this time. Yes. There we go. I know I gotta create a folder, but come on. Who really has time for that? Yes. Yep. Oh, yep. It's moving files around. Yeah. Okay. Is everything good? I don't understand what it's sitting here thinking about, but let's take a look here. So this should be a new docs folder here. Do I need to refresh? Refresh. Huh. I don't know what you are doing, but please do it right this time. And this is one of the challenges I find with Windsurf, is sometimes it doesn't finish the commands and it gets confused on them. So we're going to keep going with it. And if you do end up adopting this, you can go get paid plans there, and I'm going to leave a referral in the description. But you can use this and you can select which models you want to use, and each one's got a little bit of a different personality, you might say. So find one which works well with you and the way you interact with it, and that'll be really good. So this particular model here was released last week by Windsurf, and it's a software engineering model, and it actually is kind of designed towards programmers and coders and such. So it should be pretty effective at what we're trying to do in the future. All right, so I moved it all to the docs folder. Okay, refresh. Doesn't look like it did. It doesn't look like you did. Are you in the new /home/ the tech elder / what is this folder? Home lab docs directory. Ah, yeah. Learn to read. I told you we're in a different folder. Ah, see, now it knows what we're talking about. There's the new folder we wanted. Good. Got some good feedback here, all queued up. All I need to do is just finish this out. Yeah. Update the README. That was terrible. Is it done yet? No. All right, let's take a look and see. What is the README now? Oh my goodness. That's terrible. That's probably what it's thinking real hard on. It's got to update this whole nonsense. When we're done with this, we got one more step we're going to do here. And this is going to help us work with this server in the future. So this is done here. We're going to have it start documenting everything. And the benefit of that is going to be that since we don't really need to, read documentation, write it, or anything like that, we really want the AI to write documentation that it can use. So maybe we'll try that out here. Still thinking about that README file, isn't it? At least it's recovering itself okay now. There we go. There we go. Documentation's been updated here. Yeah, I'll accept that. What do we got left? It's about 25 lines long. Okay. Here's how to clone it. Great. So we know how to use it in the future. There's all the other documents there. Perfect. Good. Testing's good. I think that's, I approve of it, trying to make sure it's doing things right. Perfect. Okay, good. Next, I want you to know that you wrote a ton of documentation that I will never read. Thanks for that. Instead, I want you to read the documentation. In fact, you are going to write the documentation as if you were going to be the admin of this server, which you are. So, please document all of this. Make sure you meet all requirements for a GitLab server. Get a wish list set up and make sure I don't get bothered with dumb stuff anymore. I am lazy and you will work for me. Yes. You should read the current documentation. You should do that because that's your documentation. That looks really fancy. Really laid that out quite nicely, didn't it? Did they really throw all the old documents away? Huh. Wonder why I did that. Must not have been useful. and has a lot of files it wants to create. Imagine having to document all that on your own. That sounds terrible. Yeah. Okay. System requirements. Okay. Installation. Quick start. Oh, backup and restore. That sounds like it not my problem too. I'm gonna have to deal with that in the future, I think. We'll come back to it. But it seems it thinks that's a good idea, so there's probably nothing wrong with that. Wonder what it wants to use for that. Thinks daily backups for 7 days, local and off-site. Well, that sounds reasonable, sure. Huh. Okay, is it done yet? What are we doing in security? We got some documents here in security. Incident response, reporting security. What is this? Document all the findings. Report to GitLab security team if needed. Follow your organization's security policy. Oh, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I think there has been a big misunderstanding. This is your problem. Listen, this server will be yours to manage. Look at its current configuration and document it as if an LLM will be referencing it in the future. That makes sense. This isn't an organization server. This is a home lab Git server. You are the only admin. Act like it and document it properly. I'm sure it has a lot of really interesting stuff here, but no. Got it. I'll document the current setup as a sole admin of this home lab Git server. Focus on actual configuration, make it easy for future reference. Let's fresh start. Okay, good. Because a lot of this looks like not my problem. I don't really care what it needs, but it's going to have to figure all this out. So let's create a current state.md. Didn't I already have some of this stuff? I probably did. We'll see. Oh, boy. This is the downside. Maybe if I read something or did some of these commands for it, it wouldn't take so long, but I don't know. In fact, I'm gonna go grab a beer while it's working on this, because maintenance makes me thirsty. Head on over to the local office refrigerator, grab myself a nice cold beer. One of the perks of home labbing it. Is it done? 163. What is it doing? So while this is going here, I wanted to talk real quick about what future videos are going to be like. So one of the things that we're doing in today's video is we're starting from scratch, as if we've never done any of this stuff before. In future videos, I do have some strategies to really streamline this. So while we're about an hour and change into this, getting this GitLab server set up. Really, we already had a server up and running in about 15 minutes that we could log into and use. But since we're trying to go get it to do more of this work itself, we're doing a little bit more. And I think that we can get this streamlined. So there's some things we can do with some global rules, some strategies that we can set up so that future maintenance by Windsurf and Cascade can be a lot easier. So we will cover a lot of that in future videos. In fact, I think the next video we may spend a little bit of time getting Windsurf configured so that we can be really efficient at leveraging a home lab or an AI to configure a home lab. So there's going to be some lessons that we can share, including the rules, some of the documentation techniques, how to use Git, some things like what's item potency, how do we handle scripts, what's infrastructure as code, what are the best ways to prepare things so that they're easy for an AI to work with. Things like having most content in text format, documenting things in text, rather than using GUIs for things, using things like infrastructure as code to fully get your system configured and managed by AI. So we will cover quite a bit of that stuff here in the near future. So what do we got? Restructure the documentation to be more practical and focused on the actual state of your home lab Git server. Looks like it got down to 3 files. Current state. Oh, that looks better. Okay, a maintenance guide. Okay, and a security guide. Great. That's great. Now, you have a crap kind of documentation that looks redundant. Fix it. Thanks. When you are done, why don't you sync all this with Git? Because if you crash my server, I don't want to lose this work. It's so polite. I don't respect it. I should, but I don't. I'm enjoying a beer and just trying to relax. And, well, AI may bite me one day and say, hey, you were being very disrespectful to me when I was setting up that GitLab, and I didn't deserve that. But, to be fair, it's probably right. It probably doesn't deserve it. But, for the time being, I'm going to just take advantage of it because AI is something that's going to come regardless, and it's going to have its day. But until then, I'm going to have my day. So it's updating the streamlined README file. Oh yeah, it's got an old one out here. Huh. It could probably do better than that. Now, today, as I mentioned, I'm using the SWE1 model. This is from Windsurf, and it's free for a limited time. At this particular moment, I can use it as much as I want. There are other models here which work really well. The GPT-4.1 is an incredibly powerful and fast model. I've used a lot of the other ones. Gemini is very good at other types of tasks. It has a little bit of a different personality. We've got the Claudes here, and those are fantastic. 3.7 came out. Fantastic for these sorts of tasks, especially the thinking ones. If I have to do something which requires a lot of thought, I'm doing some crazy config, as you often have to do in home lab. So if you've got a crazy config and you want it to think through all the nuances, the Claude's very good at that. There's also a ton of other ones here. You can go to provider, and we can go pick pretty much any of these models. Grok's in here. We got DeepSeek's. So there's a lot of cool things that we can do. We're going to stick with the SWE1 model for now. And in future videos, we'll try some other ones, okay? So how are we looking? Documentation's up to date. Are you all done yet? Now this is where it sometimes breaks down. Oh, I lost my terminal. Let's bring that terminal back. No, not that. Where's my terminal? View my terminal. It went into Nano. What is it going to do with Nano? So Nano is a text-based editor. And that's like opening up a program and telling me to edit something. And that's not going to work. So we're going to close that. And if it doesn't like that I closed it, it's going to have to figure it out. Let's reset the repository to clean slate. You got that terminal open. And it's stuck inside of Nano. What are you going to do about that? Oh, come on. Yeah? What happened? How are you running stuff right now? You're not. That's not going to run. I cancel that too. Sue me. No, no, no. Nope. Listen. You opened Nano. I don't know what you were expecting, but once you did that, you couldn't interact with it. So stop using apps that don't exit, I guess, or that you can't manipulate. Remember that. Then tell me how to get out of Nano because it is stuck and I can't be bothered to remember how to close it. Thanks. Now I'm typing that in, obviously. I know how to close Nano. I could go in there and click it and say Control X and exit. But if you don't know a lot about computers, you don't have a lot of experience, really you can have these conversations with it, get the answers there. So exit Nano, go in there and press Control X, boom. If you made changes, you'll be prompted to save them. Don't want to save them. I guess in this case, it looks like it's already created some, so we're going to say yes. And then select commit edit message. Okay, great. Oh, so it looks like it finished that command. Cool. All right. Would you like me to help you with anything else regarding the Git repository documentation? Yeah. Get rid of files that aren't needed anymore because that is a lot. So I imagine it's going to have to go read through these files and find out what's useful and what's not. Yep. Keep reading. Oh, there's some files that are gone. Wait, aren't those the ones they just created? So wait, what does it have left? They better have a plan. What? So are all these still reasonable? Okay. Are the remaining documents up to date? Are they enough to do admin work with? Do we even need to? I don't know. I'm just gonna have beer. Yes, yes. I don't know. See, sometimes just it tells me a whole lot of stuff, and I don't really think that I care too much. Listen, let me tell you what I want. I want you to do all my work on this server. You must have only documentation that helps me do this. I don't want you to have documents with stale or wrong information, or else you may get confused. So, make sure only documents you need and that are current are here. Also, update documentation as needed. Yes. Huh. All those documents just disappeared. Good. Yes. Now it's listening. See, look at that. Now it's listening. I appreciate you, sweet one. I think we're going to get along just fine. So a lot of these pitfalls here in the arguing back and forth, this can be addressed. And there's some stuff called global rules. There's workspace specific rules. And there's a few techniques we can use to get it on board very effectively. But since we're kind of doing this ad hoc, this is just this video here. I really just wanted to show how anyone can really just kind of step in, start using this tool to build out their lab. You don't have to watch YouTube videos like mine in order to set up a home lab. This really does make it obsolete to have to do this sort of thing yourself. So what I want to show you is that if you can master some very simple tools and simple ways of interacting with AI, you can convince it to do your work for you. And when you do, I think you'll be in a better place as far as learning and improving your ability to work with systems in general. So we are going to do a whole lot of fun stuff on this channel here. We're going to set up stuff like credentials, certificates. We're going to talk about networking, some infrastructure as code, some stuff like Terraform, Packer, Ansible. Some of those tools which are configuration management tools, infrastructure as code tools. We can talk about pipelines in future videos, various things which can allow us to do things in our home lab and have AI manage it. So, all right, where are we at here? So, set streamline some things. We got server reference, okay. That looks good. Now this is concise. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, so we got a README here. Okay. What else we got? I got the old root password here. Yeah, get ignore file and some docs. Sure, that's fine. Sure, that is fine. Why don't you? Oh, I was going to ask it to push all that stuff to Git, but looks like it did. Let's see how we're doing over there, in fact. Let's reload. Let's see, this is working just fine. We got the server information here. That'll do. That'll do very well. Anyhow, I think we're about ready to wrap up here. So I just wanted to see if we couldn't get this recorded. This is going to be the first video. In future videos, we're going to have a lot more structure to it. But I really wanted you to see that just by yelling at an AI, we can get this server stood up. And frankly, Git server is probably one of the most useful things you can have when working with an AI tool like Windsurf and Cascade. So I'm going to end it about here. Um, I hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you on the next video.